Hello everyone. We're back with another episode of Am I the Asshole? If you like hearing Reddit stories, it would really support our channel if you could like or subscribe. Let's get started with our first story. Am I the asshole for not walking my daughter's friend home? My daughter, Rowan, 11, recently hosted her very first sleepover. She invited her best friend, Amanda, almost 11, who lives just across the street and 2 houses down from us. They did all the classic sleepover activities: pizza, popcorn, a movie, face masks, and nail polish. Everything was going perfectly until around 11 p.m., when Rowan came into our bedroom to let me know Amanda was homesick and wanted to go home. I went to check on Amanda, and while she assured me she was having fun, she really wanted her mom. Fair enough. I texted her mom, Susan, to let her know what was happening, and she said it was fine for Amanda to come home. So Amanda packed up her things, and I walked her to the porch. From there, I watched her walk the short distance to her house and go inside safely before heading back inside myself. The next day, I ran into Susan while she was out walking in the neighborhood. I asked how Amanda was doing, and well, Susan was furious. Apparently, Amanda had been upset about leaving early, but what really got Susan's blood boiling was that I didn't walk her to the door. She berated me for letting her child walk home alone at night in the cold, with the potential of God knows what happening to her. For context, we live in a quiet cul-de-sac in a safe neighborhood. I stood on the porch the entire time and watched Amanda walk into her house before going inside. Amanda didn't seem scared or hesitant, and she never asked me to walk with her. To be honest, it didn't even occur to me that this would be an issue when I was a kid. I would walk all over by myself. Sure, I know times have changed, but I genuinely thought this was fine. Susan didn't see it that way. She's still furious and has been telling neighbors I put Amanda in danger. Despite my apologies to both her and Amanda, she's banned the girls from playing together. Now I'm left wondering, was I wrong not to walk Amanda to her front door? Am I the asshole? Thank you all for the support. Here's some additional context. That night, it was just Amanda staying over, no other friends. I'm married, and my husband was home. Susan is also married, but her husband travels often and happened to be out of town that night. She has another child, Matthew, female. She told me that if I had let her know I wasn't planning to walk Amanda home, she would have woken Matthew up and come to get her herself. One of the neighbors siding with Susan mentioned that I should have known how protective she is of her kids, especially since Amanda is typically a shy and fearful child. I'll admit, I did know this about Amanda, but my own kids are the total opposite, so it wasn't even on my radar to walk her all the way home. Maybe it should have been. If Amanda had asked me to walk her home, I absolutely would have. I can understand, to an extent, Susan being upset if she truly felt I put her child in a dangerous situation. I thought this would blow over after a couple of days, but this happened at the beginning of December. Not the asshole. Susan is having a hard time letting her daughter become independent, and that's probably why Amanda got homesick and wanted to leave early in the first place. It's a pattern of fear, retreat, rescue between mother and daughter, where the overprotective parent makes the kid clingy and scared. Susan's overblown reaction to the walk home is just one more way of her telling herself and her daughter that the world is not safe for her daughter without her in it, aka making herself, the parent, feel like the indispensable savior. This narrative needs a villain, and you have become that villain. The thing to do now is let it blow over, and hopefully she'll relax, or someone else will tell her she's overreacting, and she'll eventually be able to hear it. It sucks most for the girl's friendship and for Amanda in life more generally. She's going to have to assert herself at some point in that relationship. As for the neighbor's possible judgment towards you, just be firm that you did the right, responsible thing. And eventually, they will probably see this side of Susan for themselves too. Yeah, and most likely Susan expressed all of her feelings to Amanda. No one walked you home. You poor thing, you must have been so scared. Anything could have happened to you. And bingo bango, now Amanda is afraid to leave the house after dark. If mom was that concerned, why didn't she come get her kid? Why is it okay for you to leave a house full of children alone? She put her daughter in danger by not saying, "I'll be right over." not the asshole. Not the asshole. It probably took her 30 seconds. She was in a very familiar area, and you were there watching her. If her mom was that concerned, why didn't she come over to walk her home? Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.